Hey guys, what's up? It is Jinx here at Game On Expo 2026 at the Phoenix Convention Center in Phoenix, Arizona. So we are here live. We are interviewing some of the cosplay groups and guests. Here I have with me is Fireteam Phoenix AZ, and we're gonna kind of see what they're about. I've got Dylan here on my right, and I've got Steven down there. Dylan, what is on your head today?
It is an ODST helmet.
ODST helmet. Okay, cool. We're going to get into more details about that later. Let's start with how this group started. Steven, can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so this began several years back, actually, with four of us. My buddy Ben, a couple other members, we co-founded it with the four of us. Since then, we've been building up, just moving around between Game On Expo and Phoenix Fan Fusion. Those are the two that we visit the most. What started as a simple group became a full table to where we've now been with Game On Expo since their early years, shortly after 2016, since they first arrived.
Right, yeah. And so you guys actually have this listed on your Instagram of what kind of techniques you focus on. So we have foam crafting, foam. I'm all looking at Dustin, foam crafting, 3D printing, carpentry and fiberglass work, casting and molding techniques, as well as video game armor and prop builds. So what kind of cosplays does your team focus on? Because I think you guys started as Halo, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. We did originally start as Halo, but as the time and years passed, we learned that it wasn't no longer just about Halo, so we started branching off. For example, myself, I have a Dizzy cosplay from Gears of War with the removable butcher's knife.
Ooh, can I hold it?
Absolutely.
I got a butcher's knife.
All of it foam safe, child friendly, and able to go around and just have some fun with.
Wow, and this is so light. It's like, let's see if we can get this in front of the camera. Wow, look at those details. That's amazing. Wow.
And this is just simple EVA craft foam build, just built for rigidity with some magnets for attachments, so where you can...
Ooh, magnets. I love magnets.
Especially since you don't want to always carry around your stuff, but you also don't have to leave it anywhere.
Oh, let's turn that around and show that.
Yeah, absolutely. Here.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Nope, feel free
display
to
it.
grab
It's
it.
a magnet.
Yeah.
I love me some magnets. I do. All right,
All
that
right.
is so smart. Awesome. And then let's talk about this beautiful helmet. I mean, it looks so flawless right here next to me.
Thank you. Yeah, so it is originally, it's a 3D file. It's from Galactic Armory, but painted to my own liking. And the visor is from them. It's vacuum formed, which really helps get those crisp details. And then the stringing I have on top, I actually took from another cosplayer, Vulture Productions out of the East Coast.
Nice. That is so amazing. And you know, I don't know if he can see us out there. Can you see us?
Yeah, I can
Yeah?
see.
Full vision?
Pretty decent.
That's awesome. And how does it feel inside there? Are you usually warm or are you okay?
It's quite warm.
Yeah.
The air vents don't do much.
And I love that you can still hear through it in the earphones.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. And what do we have right in front of us?
So this, I just finished at 4 a.m. this morning.
Oh.
Is a convention center compliant prop. It is a early 2000s Lego Star Wars blaster.
Oh, it's so cute.
And I printed it to roughly the size of a Halo SMG.
Now talk about why it is convention compliant.
So it does not have a trigger. It does not resemble a firearm in any way. And honestly, the only people I'm scared to come after me are Lego themselves.
They might be impressed.
They might be impressed.
But you know what you have to do now? You have to make a full Lego armor. I mean, it's only right?
Oh,
it would
absolutely.
be, yeah.
Yeah, a
It
Halo
fits the
Lego.
mobility of cosplay.
Yeah, awesome. Can I see how heavy it is? So this is 3D printed. Ooh, it's hollow, yeah?
Yep.
Awesome. And then you painted it with
Spray paint.
spray paint, yeah. That's amazing.
Still a little fresh.
I know, I'm like, if we get a little loopy on camera, you know why. That is amazing. Ooh, let's put that down there. And what else do you guys do with the different kinds of techniques that that you have on your website, on your Instagram?
So each one of us, we all have our own specialties. Like myself, I'm one of those foam smithers on the team. Several of us do 3D printing, including myself. He does a lot of resin, fiberglass, and 3D printing himself. Each one of us has specialties that we like to stick to. several of us cross-train in other techniques, but eventually we all meet up and actually trade those techniques for one another. So we've helped each other out on suits on several occasions through the event of armor parties or building parties.
Awesome.
So,
yeah. And you talked about fiberglass. That's something that has always piqued my interest, but just looks so like it's so far away, so unattainable. So can you talk about how you work with fiberglass?
Well, PPE is key because it is a very dangerous material to work with if you don't have the proper ventilation and respirator. But fortunately, 3D printing has really phased it out. Same with foam making, because it is more of the older way of doing things back in the dark days of Pepakura.
Right.
Dark days of special effects too.
Yeah.
But even then, it still has its place, especially in mold making, because you do need that solid shell for your silicone mold.
Yeah.
But just well-ventilated space, gloves for sure, mask for sure.
Right.
And you just got to be careful with the fiberglass itself, because once it cures, it can be quite pointy.
Yeah, I mean, it's called fiber glass. I think, I've been around fiberglass, and it's just very scary to me. But yes, anytime you're doing any of these kinds of craftings, this stuff can, off-gas, like foam can off-gas, so PPE is really important for any kind of, spray paint. I mean, I would advocate for it, but it's your choice. But I also want to kind of ask about like vacuum forming. I know that the vacuum form came from someone else, but do you guys know how to vacuum form?
We do.
Yeah?
Actually, Ben, one of our other co-founders, he actually set up a miniature vacuum forming setup in his garage to where we can use 3D printed bucks for the visors that give that detail, but we can just form the plastic over them without having to spend thousands on actual equipment for vacuum forming.
Right. Oh.
I mean, this is a great time to cosplay, to be honest. Comparing it to when I started, the stuff we have access to now. I mean, 3D printers might as well have been spaceships when I started.
Yes. Yeah, I actually started in 2001, so you can imagine we had like zero of anything. But I know when 3D printers came out, they were quite expensive in the very beginning.
They were, but they rapidly upgraded.
Of course.
They upgraded so fast that their cost to manufacture reduced so fast.
Yeah.
It became available very quickly and honestly turned the whole game upside down.
It did. And I know there's always a lot of controversy when a new technique shows up in the cosplay community, right?
Absolutely.
Because they're like, oh, well now you're making, printing things. That's not real cosplay. But here we advocate that cosplay is for everyone. Cosplay is anything you want it to be. But so if you're interested in like making foam or making 3D print cosplays, groups like Fireteam Phoenix is a great way to start. But I do want to ask more about your team. So what do you guys do in the community?
So our team is very community driven. We have done extra life events in the past for Microsoft when they had all their stores open. They used to do Halo tournaments that we would visit on a...
Did the Microsoft stores close?
Yes,
oh
they
did.
During I think it was early COVID-19, they decided to bring everything to digital and shut down stores across the nation.
I actually went to one and did like a little Overwatch competition. I didn't realize they closed, but
unfortunately, they Apple remained their stores open, but however, Microsoft decided to close theirs, unfortunately. But we have done that in the past. We've done hospital visits. I know some of us go to library conventions as well. Obviously, our main goal is to help teach people.
Okay.
We do have people in our team that do like personal commissions for stuff, and if you want to go that route, but we want to try and teach you how to do it. Whether you're a beginner, novice, or even advanced, you can always learn a new technique to up your game or build something a little bit more durable for these kinds of events.
Okay, and so you mentioned armor parties and build parties. Can you talk a little more about those?
Dylan, you handle most of those more. You want to elaborate on that?
So I typically host, but I'm based out in Surprise. But what we'll do is we'll bring our materials over, and it's just nice because everybody has their own specific skill set that they're essentially a master in. So if you need help with 3D printer lines, 3D print assembly, then we have people for that. If you need help with foam, whether it's filling seams, sealing it properly, or getting proper cuts, which is very key when it comes to making foam, we have people that are very well versed in that as well.
And how often do you have them?
We tend to shoot for one every 1 to 2 months.
Okay.
It really just depends. And we also do like fun things like pool parties or barbecues, etc.
Nice. Are those open to anybody, or are they members only?
Uh, it is essentially members only, but anybody can become a member. So
There you go. Anyone can become a member. About how many members do you have right now?
Currently 22 active.
Mhm.
I believe at least 12 to 15 of us have full suits,
Okay,
with
cool.
more making them over the course of the year. We should have, actually, last I looked, we should actually have a few more at Phoenix Fan Fusion, which we'll
Okay.
be attending this year, um, to show off at that convention as well.
Okay. So I see that you're not in. Well, actually, you're partly in costume. You guys can't see. I just looked down. I promise. I'm just looking at the rest of his costume. But so is this what you're wearing today?
Currently, I'm only in it for a short time today because
Okay.
I am running the table at the same time.
Okay.
It's just my Dizzy Gears of War cosplay. Early Dizzy before the events of E-Day in the game.
Okay.
He, in his younger form, he is a strapping young lad with a nice, beautiful red beard
Ah.
that I like to personify when I can.
It's always nice to be able to like use your like natural like characteristics in a character, especially hair. Hair is always I'm wearing a huge
and
wig
and
right
it can
now.
be difficult for some of the characters that you're trying to influence yourself as.
Right.
And that's what we try to mitigate. We
Mhm.
try to bring that back to where you can be any character that you want to be, regardless of who you are, what you are, or how you look.
Awesome. And how long are you usually in like a full suit?
I've gone as far as 14 hours in
Woo.
one day. Now, granted, he does not have fans in this helmet in
Mhm.
particular. I have fans in my personal helmet from my Mark 7 suit from Halo Infinite.
Okay.
rub it in, why don't you?
Huh?
Rub it in, why don't you?
I mean, you should have tried.
It's
But
tight
no,
in here.
it is one of those things that you can always modify to
Sure.
to improve.
Yeah.
And with that, you're always looking for that modification that just makes it that much easier for you to wear it for longer,
Mhm.
get more photos, and get more exposure if you're trying to build yourself a little business.
Absolutely. And if you're watching from outside Arizona, it is really hot here. So having to have cooling systems in these full suits is actually really, really important. So you're right that there's a lot of improvements that need to be done. How many iterations of a suit did it take you to finally get to this cooling system that you wanted?
For myself personally,
Yeah.
it was, I believe this is the 4th iteration of a suit. I wore my Reach suit for the longest time, but I had large gaps and openings to where it would allow the airflow in and out of the suit
Sure.
without the help of helmet vents.
Mm.
That being said, my suit now is a little bit more tailored to my body. I am now working on a system to where I'm going for the full Halo Infinite experience, to where I can just take off parts and interchange them how you would in the
cool.
game.
Right. Awesome.
So therefore, I have the main base suit, but I'm able to change it. Oh, I don't feel like this shoulder today. Peel it off, stick on another one.
Yeah, I actually have a Sailor Scout outfit like that. Like throw it in there. I can just change out like the skirt and the bow, and I'm like I'm a different Sailor Scout. So hey, we got like we have things in common there. But yeah, so what do you have on display, and what's going on at your guys' booth here at Game On Expo?
So right now, this is more of our LaxCon. Granted, we do still have people walking around in suit. I know some of us are walking around in like Call of Duty style fits. One of us is dressed up as an SCP enforcement agent today.
Oh, cool.
He's obviously got his helmet on, but for this convention, this is more just a lax one for us, and we just try to help people out who's wanting to get into it. I know this is kind of an introductory con before the Phoenix Fan Fusion in some cases, especially for newcomers.
Yeah.
And if we can get those people to, well, maybe you want to build that suit, maybe you want to put together a little something, even if it's just a head for the day, you could dress up in a suit and make it a dapper cosplay. Make
go.
it something to where you want to wear, to where you can be comfortable in it.
Absolutely. And I think that's key that we're trying to like push nowadays is like you don't have to, it's really your own preference of how accurate or inaccurate or creative you want your cosplay to be. So that's actually really good because I have a lot of friends that do like Star Wars and they're
Yes.
like in full Mandos and I run hot, so I can't wear full suits, but that's it. I might try that, just like a dapper Mando or something.
Oh,
that'd be really cute.
Absolutely. I enjoy doing those myself because I can still have the mobility that might be hindered a little bit by a suit, but
Right.
that's where those improvements come into play. You learn where those bend points are and where those points of improvement to where you can adjust the joints to where it's not a encumbrance, more or less. But with that though, for me, it's always been the foam. It's comfortable, it's breathable. You can work with it in just about
We
in
said
any
foam,
case.
by the way. Foam.
Foam. All the foam.
So Jeremy, he's the head host here at Asia Radio, and he just met someone at a convention, and now they're like best friends, and he's all about like foam smithing. So I'm surprised
Yeah.
he's like not here watching this. But can you talk about the kind of foam that you used on this item?
So this is particularly EVA foam. It is in several layers. Most of it starts out as a base you would put together with one layer, and you start
Yeah, see?
you start putting that together in certain layers. You get your heights, your levels, and different types of plates that you want to put together. From there, you can carve it down, sand it, whatever you need. You seal it afterwards and give it a good paint job, and it's none the wiser.
Right.
I have seen the 501st kits and the Mando kits. Yes, they are wonderful. However, not everybody has the time nor the budget to invest in metal plates, those
Right.
metal snaps. Some of them even welded something together. I saw
Right.
one of them at one point. I don't think he's in this state, but he had a full welded Mando suit, and I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Definitely not here in Arizona. I
No,
could not imagine wearing that
no,
outside.
but I personally feel like foam is an easy way to go. It's an easy way to get started in,
Absolutely.
and it's forgurable.
Yeah.
It is
Absolutely.
something that you will not waste money on, but you can also improve over time.
Right. And I know a lot of people who are getting started in cosplay are always like, where do I get the foam? Guys, you can always just start with the floor mat foam is a great start. It comes in a thick, I think it's like 1.5 inch thickness or whatever.
It's
standard.
technically 10 mil, so it's
Okay.
just over a ½ inch.
Oh, just over 1/2 inch. Okay. And you can like shave those down, and
Absolutely.
it has a smooth side, and so that's kind of how I started as well when I started doing foam. And then when you're ready, there's all sorts of different kinds of qualities of foam that you can find
Yeah.
online.
Yeah,
I-
a great resource. We're not sponsored, but Foam Mart is
Foam-
where a lot of my friends get their foam from.
Foam Mart.
Foam Mart.
Oh, okay. We just talked about Fabric Mart yesterday, so I was like, okay, Foam Mart. And then is that online?
It is online.
Yeah, okay.
I personally buy my stuff from either, I have 3. I'll either go to, oh yeah, sorry.
That's okay. We love seeing it. We
It's
love
nice
seeing
and
you.
huge and it gets in the way.
Yeah. That's what she said.
Hey,
Hey.
buy me dinner first.
Hey.
But that being said, I usually buy mine from 3 different sources.
Okay.
I do tend to buy my larger foam rolls at Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
When it's not available there, I use SKS props,
SKS props.
online through Blick Art Materials.
Okay.
I can usually get several different types, including dowels for trim, smaller thicknesses for different plates, or even round corner and half circle dowels.
Nice. For like just like the
For
details and
just
stuff.
small details to where you
Right.
don't have to sit there and custom cut your own items,
Yeah.
or you don't have the access to maybe say you have a friend with a laser engraver and he can't cut them out that day.
Right. I do have a laser engraver. I didn't think about using foam for that, but interesting.
Yeah, laser engraver you're able to do some interesting stuff with. I know
Okay.
I know it's not as powerful as a laser cutter, but with enough passes you can do the same, especially for doing small trim pieces.
Yeah, got it. And where do you like to get your like 3D print supplies?
Thankfully, with the expansion of 3D printing, I can get good materials off of Amazon, believe it or not.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, awesome. All right, so we want to talk a little bit about like your group. So, what kind of are your favorite memories at events or cons or activities as a group?
You want to start?
I gotta think of something real quick.
So,
Oh,
you guys started coming to Game On Expo, like, I think Game On Expo started, what, like 2013 or 2014?
So, off the top of my head, I do have a favorite.
Okay,
So it wasn't Game On Expo.
that's
but
okay. Any memory.
I had an invitation to attend an event at Paramount Studios
Ooh.
to
Oh,
promote
yeah.
season 2 of the Halo show.
That's so cool.
I took it, and it was a lot of fun. I have still not watched the Halo show.
Oh, that's okay.
There is no Halo show in Ba Sing Se.
It's okay. You had a good time. And where was that?
It was at Paramount Studios in
In
California.
California. And how did that invite start? Like,
They were very secretive about it. It's like,
Okay.
oh, we need cosplayers for
Oh, okay.
an event. Where's the event at? California. What's it for? Can't tell you. Okay, I'm in.
okay, yeah. I mean, I've actually had some surprise activities that started out that way. You're like, whoa, this is so dodgy, and then it's like, oh, surprise, we're actually legit. So that's awesome. And Steven, how about you?
Oh, I would have to say that Game On Expo has been one of my favorite. I've enjoyed Phoenix Comic Con quite a bit, but ever since Game On came into the scene,
You said the word Phoenix Comic Con.
Uh-oh.
It's kidding. You guys get it.
yes, back before they had the name change.
Yeah.
The Game On Expo has been one of my favorites since. It's a lot more lax. It's a lot. It's been a lot more fun and not as
Crowded.
Hectic.
not as crowded and not as hectic as Phoenix has become. But at the same time, though, you can still enjoy yourself and still
Yeah.
get a lot of the same if you don't always get to go to Phoenix.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I love retro gaming, so it's really hard for me to like not spend money here. I was like walking around and just
Trust me, I've already spent money. I'm good.
Oh man, so don't go anymore outside in the vendor hall or else it's going to be trouble. But yeah, this is one of my favorite cons. I love retro gaming. I love that it's available for everybody, and it is a different crowd. Phoenix Fan Fusion is more like about general pop culture.
Yes.
Here's a little bit more of a focus on gaming. But yeah, do you guys have any future plans, cosplay builds, events?
I do. As I said before, we are doing Phoenix Fan Fusion this year. They are actually pushing for more of the video game side to come into play. So
Okay.
that general pop culture that you spoke of earlier is actually shifting towards gaming.
Oh, at
So,
Phoenix Fan Fusion.
Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
hopefully we're going to start seeing more of a mix. I know that it's been increasing steadily over the years, but especially this year with the 25th anniversary of Halo, they're really pushing for it.
I see. Okay. Oh, 25th anniversary of Halo. Yeah, because I know that they have been growing like their arcade versions and things like that.
Yes.
So do you have anything big planned for it yet? or-
For me, mostly just my normal suits. I might build a few more pieces for said suit. However, as far as any like new major projects, that would be over the course of the next year.
Okay, and how about you, Dylan?
I am actually working on my second cosplay for Fan Fusion this year,
Cool.
and a fair amount of our members made Halo Infinite Marines.
Okay.
And I didn't necessarily want to make a Marine, mainly because I'm prior Air Force, so a bit biased.
Oh,
But-
I'm an Air Force brat too, so
Yeah.
there you go.
And what I wanted to do, or what I'm going to be doing, is I am doing the chest plate and the helmet, and I'm going to paint it blue and write press across it and be a war correspondent.
Oh, that's cool. Awesome. And then you got to get one of like these headsets too and be like,
Yeah. Oh, I already bought a big old camera from the 90s off Facebook
oh
Marketplace.
my gosh, how much? Facebook Marketplace. Can I ask how much it
It
was?
was like $25.
Dang.
Yeah. You'd be amazed what you find on there.
Yeah. Oh no, I find stuff on there too. It's just like it goes through phases, right? Of like when things are just like so expensive, and I'm like, is it time to buy, old VHS camcorder? I guess so. So guys, we are talking again to Fireteam Phoenix here at Game On Expo 2026. They are over in the cosplay groups here in the main hall, against the wall. What's the booth number?
We are at 1603C.
1603C.
We are right next to the Fallout group that's over there.
Yeah, and they're another big build group too.
Yes,
so,
they are.
Yeah, so it's really appropriate. And they've got their props there. You can talk to these guys if you have any questions, if you're interested in joining the group. You can find them on Facebook and on Instagram at Fireteam Phoenix AZ. And where else can they find you?
We do have a Discord.
Discord?
Yes, we do have a Discord, which if you want to request access through the Instagram, you feel free to message us.
Okay.
Several of us have access to those pages, and we are more than happy to get you started with whatever project you're looking to do.
Cool. So you guys are pretty active on the Discord?
Yes.
Very.
Okay, great. And then do you have any other last words, Dylan?
We have badge ribbons.
Oh, you do. Can I see? Oh, yeah. Is this honorary member? Is that one? Oh, that's Flora and Faunus.
This one is
Okay.
ours.
Fireteam Phoenix. I need one.
I mean, in all
We'll
fairness,
run one over.
I have more.
Oh, and he's got more. Decepticons attack. Autobots roll out.
Yep, I had to visit the Transformers booth. They're a
For
good group of people as
sure.
well.
They are.
They're
Awesome.
our neighbors.
So, badge ribbons are making a comeback. They used to be huge back in like the early 2000s, and we would have those badge ribbon competitions. So I'm really happy to see them back because everybody's been embracing them. So make sure you get your badge ribbons at Fireteam Phoenix. If you don't have your tickets for Game On Expo, you can still buy day passes. We're here Saturday. The rest of the day, I think the vendor hall is open till 7, and then there's after hours activities, and tomorrow from I think 11 to 6. I think, don't quote me on that, but
Tomorrow is actually 10 to 5.
10 to 5. All right, I was
For
way off.
Yeah, it's a shorter day, but it's the closing day, so.
Yes, so some people like to come on that day. You can, get some good deals, and it's a little less crowded. Saturday is definitely going to be the busiest day. So I want to thank you guys, Dylan and Steven, for taking the time out to see us here at Age of Radio. Again, you guys can visit them, see all their cool props, and, ask them some questions. Join the Discord, and we will be back. So we're streaming throughout the day. Just keep an eye on us, subscribe so you can get that notification the next time that we go live. We've got some live tattooing going on, Beat Daryl Street Fighter 6, and a lot of other cool game interviews with local creators. So thank you so much, guys, and we will see you again soon. Bye.